It turns out if you kidnap me, you don't even get $5,000 to release me. What you get is $100 a day up to a maximum of 50 days. So you're incentivized to keep me for 50 days to claim your money. This is quite brave of me to admit right at the beginning, but I actually almost stopped doing stand-up earlier this year because I thought cryptocurrency was the future. I've now lost 70% of my net worth, so it's great to be back. I think it's great to be back. I think that's sick. Delighted. No, I'm desperately trying to claw back all the money I've lost, right? And, I thought, oh, I'll just do like a side hustle or something like that. I'll come up with a business or something, right? So for a couple of months, I'd get up every morning and I'd write down some business ideas, right? Came up with about 300 different ideas. The best idea I had for a business was that at one point, I was going to rent myself out as generic Asian man for hire to companies that are having horrible HR-related difficulties. And then they'd trot me out in front of the cameras. I'd look down the barrel and I'd be like, it's actually a great place to work. Best idea, that was the best one. 300 more, let's go. All right, here we go. This is an idea I had for an app. Can't make apps, someone's got to help me make this. It's a very simple idea. This is an app idea I had. This is an app, it's called, is it? Simple as that, it's just called, is it? All right, and what it is, like, you know how like the best nights out are always like completely impromptu? So what it is, you and all your mates have the app, Is It, on your phones, and if one of you's at home and you just fancy a few beers, you just tap, Is It? And if enough of your other friends tap, Is It, at the same time, you'll get a notification on your phone going, yeah, it is. All right, there we go. Absolute nonsense. Okay. All right. This next bit is actually quite interesting, so pay attention. Earlier this year, right, I made a documentary about cryptocurrency. Okay, and as part of it, they said to me, "Listen, we're going to send you to El Salvador, okay, because it's the only country in the world where Bitcoin is legal tender and people can use it in the shops." They're like, "What do you think about that?" And I was like, "Great, bit of foreign travel, love it, okay." And so I went online. I started researching El Salvador because I just wanted to know what to pack. You know, linens or twill. You know, it's a tough. It's hot. All right, it's hot. And I just researched it, right? And I didn't know anything about the country. But I found this travel advice on the Foreign Office's website about El Salvador. Okay, this is what the Foreign Office say about El Salvador. El Salvador is the most dangerous country in the world outside of a war zone. So I kept researching, and I was like, let's figure this out. Went on the US State Department's website, right? This is verbatim the US State Department's advice on travel to El Salvador. Reconsider travel to El Salvador. So I phoned up the people making it. I was like, listen, what are we doing about it's dangerous? And they're like, yeah, don't worry, the equipment's insured. I know, I might die, like, what are we doing about this? And they're like, all right, let's get back to you, right? So they got back to me a couple of days later, and they're like, right, don't worry about it. We got you some kidnap insurance. Oh, that's an issue as well now, is it? Okay, fine. I was like, send me the documents. I want to see what I'm insured for, right? And they send me the documents for the kidnap insurance. And they said, I'm insured against kidnap for $5,000. All right, bit of a blow to the ego, $5,000. I was like, this can't be right. It can't be that little, all right? And I just read the whole insurance document, right, back to front, right? It turns out if you kidnap me, you don't even get $5,000 to release me. What you get is $100 a day up to a maximum of 50 days. So you're incentivized to keep me for 50 days to claim your money, all right? It's cheaper to get me kidnapped than put me up in a hotel there, all right? And they snuck this clause in right at the end, right at the bottom. They snuck this clause in, and it said that if at any point I resist kidnapping, whole thing's invalidated. What does that mean? That means that at every point while I'm in El Salvador, I have to keep an eye out for someone that looks like they might kidnap me, and if I think they might kidnap me, I just have to go floppy? Is that All right, one more idea to go. Fair bit of time left. Okay, all right, let's just do one more of these. This is definitely shouldn't have ended on this. This is another business idea I had. All right, this is sort of a gig economy job where like you can hire anyone to do this job in your house. Basically, what it is, imagine me dressed as a tennis umpire, nice like Panama hat, jacket, slacks, just looking sharp and authoritative, right? And what it is, you and your partner hire me whenever you want to 69 each other, and I sit in the corner of the bedroom watching, and I make sure everyone's putting a shift in. All right, and if I see anyone slacking off, I'm like, get back in there. You said you'd do it. All right, get back in. But also like super encouraging all the way. Like, come on, guys, keep it going. All right, you said, come on, you want it. And afterwards, we'll have a bit of Lucozade. Come on. All right, well, that was the end. So didn't go as well as I thought at the end there. I'm going to go now and have a sandwich. All right, thanks very much. Cheers.